Charmaine here, and in this video we are going to be talking about happy mail, or more particularly mail swap. So this video will be divided into two parts. The first part would be unboxing this box from fairylightsjournal, Joey, and the second part will be a little preview of the stuff that I will be sending back to her. While that's on screen, I will be discussing with you a couple of things that you might be curious about Happy Mail, like how do you get started, how do you find a pen pal, what is Happy Mail, what do you send. So we will answer a bunch of those questions in this video. Before we get started with the video, as I open this wonderful box from Joey, do click subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. So this is a mail swap from fairylightsjournal. And her name is Joey, and she is in Malaysia. Do note that mail swap is different from the generic pen pal because there is an expectation of like more things, more stuff than you would regularly send a pen pal. Whereas a regular pen pal, I personally still send a bunch of stationery and happy mail folders and stuff, but there is sort of like a commitment to keep writing to each other back and forth, whereas mail swaps can be sort of like a seasonal thing. There is more formality between mail swaps. Sometimes when I do mail swaps with other people, it's more of like, okay, this is the stuff that I like, this is the stuff that we'll send each other. So there is like an agreement between the two parties, and it's usually just a swap, just that there is just a one swap thing or a one-time swap thing that will happen. So you agree on how many swaps you do, or if you're gonna redo another swap. So it's really up to there are like certain terms that you agree to prior to the swap. So how do mail swaps happen? Basically, everything that I'm sharing in this video is from my personal experience. Alright, so between me and Joey was first asking about the stuff that I have on Social Gathers, and then she mentioned something about like maybe we can do a mail swap in the future, and I was like, I'm actually open to mail swaps at the moment. Personally, I am not open to pen pals at the moment because I already have like about 8 or 10 active pen pals that go back and forth right now. But I am generally open to mail swaps, but it also depends when I'm not too busy and stuff like that. And I was open to Joey at this time, so I said these are my details. But unfortunately, because of the experience that I've had with Happy Mail or pen pals that don't come through, I actually don't write first anymore, but I always reply to anything that is sent to me. I always reply to any mail or happy mail that is sent to me. So yes, I had a couple of bad experiences before where somebody just asked if I could be their pen pal, and I was like, okay, and then they said, go, please, these are my details, can you write to me first? And then I wrote first, and there was this one person, I won't even mention his or her name, but I prepared a really wonderful happy mail folder for him or her, and I sent it through, and then I asked if he or she received it, and that person just blocked me. So it's like, oh, whoa. So after that, write to me first, and then I will reply to you. So it is really up to you on how you would like to build your own personal terms for happy mail, pen pals, or mail swaps. So it's different for everyone. What I'm sharing is just my personal experience. I also try to limit the number of pen pals or mail swaps that I do, because let's be honest, especially the bigger the parcel, the more expensive the shipping or the post cost will be. And I mean, it's fine if you're doing it once or twice, but as I've said earlier, I already am in a continuous exchange with about 8 to 10 people as my regular pen pals. So you can just do the math and try to see how much expense that is to me personally. But it's my hobby. I'm not complaining or anything, but that's why I try to regulate the pen pals that I have. It's more of like the quality over the quantity. So what do you include in your mail swap? So Joey has done a wonderful job. We are already almost halfway through the video and you've seen a lot of beautiful things that Joey has put together. So it's generally up to you. You can ask your pen pal or your mail swap person what he or she wants. Maybe there's a certain aesthetic that he or she wants to maintain, or maybe she's attracted to a certain color scheme. So you can ask that, or you can just play off what you see on her feed, like what I am doing right now for Joey. So you can include a bunch of stationery. Joey include a bunch of washi tapes and stuff. So this is the difference, because Joey was able to send through a box, whereas I can only send paper products. Because here in the Philippines, for some reason, the moment that your mail has anything other than paper products or stationery and stuff, like anything that's bulky, and it will be considered as a parcel rather than a mail folder or something, a document or type like that, the cost will jump directly to about $45, regardless the way they have a minimum of 1 kg weight, so it's super expensive. But as long as it's like in a folder, even if it's a bit thick, as long as it's flat, it's fine. So the thing is, I need to send Joey stuff that are flat just so it's not super expensive when it ships. I don't know, because some countries will allow you to send something tiny, and even if it's not a document or anything. So I try to adjust, but I will reciprocate as much as I can, which leads us to the second part of this video, which is a sneak peek of the stuff that I'll be sending back to Joey. This is just a few, I'm just getting started, but for this video I will show you the process of me decorating one of the folders that I have prepared. Which brings us to, what can you send your pen pal, or what can you include in the mail swap? You can ask your friend what particularly he or she likes. Or for me, I just have like a list already in my head, the stuff that I can send, and I just usually pick out which ones fit at the moment. I don't really plan out the stuff that I will put in a mail swap. Basically, I just sit down, look at my stuff, fold something, make a folder, do pockets, and see what I can stuff in it. So it's a really messy process, creative process for me, but I have a list and I will share the printable below. So basically, I have a list, like a checklist of the stuff that you can include in your mail swap, and you can print that out. Sort of like a little guide for you if you're just starting out with this mail swap thing and you're not sure what you can include or not. So let's just discuss a couple of points to summarize the thoughts of this video, because it was a bit messy. Number one, a mail swap is usually a 1-time or 2-time thing, 3-time thing, which is seasonal, and there is no expectation of endless continuous exchange, unlike pen pals. So if you want an endless continuous exchange, pick the word pen pal rather than mail swap. Number two, how do you find a mail swap partner or friend? I suggest you go onto Instagram, look for a person that does mail swaps or uses the same hashtags, and ask them, DM them, or maybe try in their comments. There is no harm in asking, and you can always gain a friend afterwards. Then number three, what do you send through? Basically anything. I will include the printable checklist so you will have a reference when you finally decide to engage in a mail swap with someone. Anyway guys, I hope I wasn't too complicated or talkative. I feel like I was throughout this whole video, but I hope you were able to pick up a thing or two from the tips that I've shared throughout the last 10 minutes. So I will end the video here, and I hope you enjoyed watching the unboxing and the whole process of me preparing this mail swap. I will finish this mail swap off screen now. It just makes everything faster. But if you want to see the final mail swap reply, follow me here on YouTube and follow me also on Instagram. I have updates there which are more regular. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video through till the end. I will see you in the next one. Take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye!